So unless you've been living under a rock, you probably have heard that Google has announced their Gemini AI, which is an update or a replacement for the previous whatever they had in AI. So it mainly takes their Bard AI to the next level, gives it more features, gives it more intelligence, gives it more speed. But what does it mean for SEO? And honestly, I'm not too stoked about it. And there are a few reasons about that, which I will discuss in this video. When Google announced the SGE experience, initially they said that it's going to help people who are searching find what they're looking for really fast. And that was not really the case. If we look at SGE right now, there's not a lot of people using it. In fact, most people, and after the honeymoon period, just stop using SGE. I don't use it. I don't find SGE helpful. I don't find SGE useful. So by providing this new update and hyping it, Google hopes to bring interest back to its SGE. Now, one of the things Google said that the Gemini will be part of its SGE experience. It will make SGE 40% faster. Now, what does 40% faster actually mean? Does it mean that it will translate to instant results like the way we see with Google or Google's organic search results? I don't think so. Will it mean that the answers will be more accurate and be from sources that are really relevant to the search term? Maybe, maybe not. Now, even though Google has said that its new Gemini or Gemini AI is a lot smarter, it's a lot better than the previous AI, whatever they were using before, I don't think that's really the case. I think this is the case of Google hyping things a lot more than what the reality is on the ground. The reality is that Google is facing a huge processing power problem. They don't have the processing power to do what they're promising to do. Even if they add loads of more processing power, all of this is not going to be possible unless or until Google starts cutting corners. And what corners exactly Google cuts is, I don't know what they're going to cut. They might even start charging people for using the advanced version of Gemini, which would make sense because ChatGPT's 4.0 is a paid version, and it will make sense where if Google wanted to add more resources and there were more people interested in it and people are making money off using the system, it will stand to reason Google should at least charge them to use the system because it's going to use a lot more processing power than the previous algorithm. Now, if you go and watch my video on Google's SGE, you'll see, and even with Google's testimony, is that they are having a processing power problem. They don't have enough processing power to do what they promised to do. And so there are corners being cut, their resources being allocated arbitrarily by AI. And so in a nutshell, this is not great for search. This is not great for search for more than one reason. I'll just lay out the three reasons that I think that this is not good for search. The first thing being that now Google, moving forward, will mandate that if you want to show up in Google search results, if you want to have your website indexed, you will need to allow Google to scrape your content. You will not be allowed to, put that code into your robot.txt file and not allowing Google to scrape your content. The reason being, in order for this to work, in order for SGE to provide users the information it promises, it needs to pull that information from your website. And if you don't allow it to do that, all of this falls apart. And so Google is banking on the fact that it's the largest search engine out there and people want to rank on Google, which then stands to reason that they coerce people into Gemini or whatever AI system they come up with to scrap content from their website or to pull content from their website and then use that as part of the deep learning algorithm to produce results. But this is the reason why this is not a great idea. And the reason is that even though Google will pull content from your website, it will not send traffic to your website. So you might have the best content out there, the most updated content out there. But if Google decides, you know what, we're going to take content from website A, B, and C, but we're going to show links from Amazon, there's nothing really you can do about it. So there's no reason for you to allow that. And so moving forward, what that would mean that SGE's results, even with the present SGE, the results aren't great. In some things, like for instance, if you're trying to plan a trip to Malta, or you're trying to catch a train, or you're trying to plan a wedding, Google SGE may be helpful, and the Gemini may be exponentially more helpful and exponentially faster, but it's not great for search. The second thing And the second reason why I think Gemini is not going to be great for search is because it's not intelligent. And the intelligence is, now Google has made videos showing how it solves complex problems and all of that. And I'm not talking about that kind of intelligence. I'm talking about the kind of intelligence that a regular person would require. For instance, is the iPhone 13 more durable than the iPhone 14? And so the way Gemini will respond to that will be based on user reviews. So it will say that most people, 80% of people consider the iPhone 13 to be more reliable than the iPhone 15 or the iPhone 15 Pro. But that's not really an answer, because if you are someone who's searching for the answer, you would probably read a few opinions on websites. You'll go to the Jerry Rig channel on YouTube, and you will watch the teardown video, the durability video, the durability test video to make up your mind whether or not the iPhone 13 is more durable than the iPhone 15 or vice versa. And Google SGE just simply would not do that. And it can do that. Gemini can do that. And Gemini would not do that. It just requires a lot more processing power. But I'm a website owner and I want to rank for that keyword. I would probably do that research, put down a 1,000-word article with the hopes of it attracting visitors to my website. But Google will just scrape my content, boom, provide an answer, and I'll never get the traffic that I was hoping to get. So there's no incentive for me to put in the work, to do into the research, put all of that on my website, and then allow Google to scrape my website. So at the end of the day, it's not going to provide users with the answers that they're looking for. So that's reason number 2. Reason number 3 is UI Gemini is not going to be revolutionary for search, is because Gemini still has basic problems understanding queries and query intents. Google did demonstrate that Gemini understands intent or intentions, but doesn't understand intention in the way that a regular search engine would. For instance, if you type in which is the best stove for camping, or if for instance you type in which is the best camping stove, I don't think Gemini would be able to make a recommendation. They will just pull results from Amazon based on the ones that have received the most reviews and the best reviews. But this is something you can do yourself. This is something organic search was doing anyways. So there's no real reason to use Gemini in that case. And so regular people, and for regular search things, Google doesn't really understand the intent. Yes, it's a buyer intent, but it's an informational intent first. People are searching for information about the best stoves. So you would want to provide them with information about the best stoves. In this case, it will be a website that reviews stoves, that breaks down the top 3-4 stoves in the industry, why they are the best, and then links to maybe an Amazon affiliate site or an Amazon where people can buy the stoves from. Google SGE in its current state, and even the way that they've announced it with Gemini, is not going to be able to do that. So yes, Gemini is groundbreaking for multiple other reasons, but not for search. I don't think this is going to be a big change for search. Unlike what a lot of people emailing and asking me have been saying, I don't think, but I'm here to change my mind. If my mind does change, I will make a video talking about it and why it has changed. But for now, I'm just going to wait until Google rolls this for SGE and then see what happens. Let me know in the comments below if you think that Gemini is going to be a game changer for the search engine, for Google in particular, if it's going to provide more relevant results, and if it's even good for webmasters like us who try to get traffic to our website and sell advertising. Like and subscribe, and I will see you guys in the next video.